Smarterfan. Smarterfan. Yeah. Smarterfan.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Smarterfan Podcast, where we're bringing you behind the veil of sports, business, and life. I'm Joe, and this is Barry. What's going on, Barry?
I pulled my hammy getting so excited.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. What a football weekend.
I'm telling you, it was very, very exciting. Very exciting.
Very exciting. To the last, to the end, Joe. They had me, oh, my goodness. I'm like, what? This is amazing.
Yeah.
Good stuff, though. What you got? What you cooking tonight? I know you got something cooking.
I'm going to talk about Bobby Orr.
The great.
Yeah. Now, he was one of 5 kids, and he played organized hockey at the age of 5.
Yeah.
And he started playing forward, and then they moved him to defense, Now, his stick handling and skating skills made him a standout, and that caught the eye of the Boston Bruins. So, they was scouting him while he was playing in the youth hockey tournament in '61. So, and the Maple Leafs, the Red Wings, and the Canadians were also interested in him.
Oh, yeah.
But he wound up signing with the Bruins in '62.
Mm-hmm.
So now he was the first player to have an agent.
Really? In hockey?
Yes, he was. And that set a precedent, because then from there on, that opened up the agent era for hockey players.
Wow.
Now he joined the Bruins professionally in '67, and they tried him at different positions before realizing that he was best at being on defense. So he scored his first goal against Gump Worsley of the Canadians. And he earned the respect of the veterans on the team by beating Ted Harris in a fight.
Well, that's hockey.
Yeah, man. So now in his first season, he scored 13 goals and had 28 assists. And he got the Calder Trophy for the league's outstanding rookie. Now, knee injuries would plague him for all of his career, And despite that, he won 8 consecutive Norris trophies for best defenseman.
Wow.
So now the Bruins made the playoffs in '68 and '69, only to lose to the Canadians twice. And then they finally broke through and won the cup in '70, with Orr scoring one of the most memorable goals in overtime against Glenn Hall of the Blues. So that's the one where they get that famous picture of him flying in the air after he scored the goal. So now he won his last cup with the Bruins in '72 when they beat the Rangers. Yeah. And he played the last game for the Bruins in '75. Then he was signed by the Blackhawks in '76. But he didn't play.
Chicago Blackhawks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he ended his career. But he didn't play much for them because he had so many injuries. So he retired in '78, and he was the only defenseman in NHL history with Art Ross Trophy as league's leading scorer.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And he was the only player in NHL history to win the Art Ross, the Norris, the Hart, and the Conn Smythe trophies in one season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now, after his retirement, he found out that he was heavily in debt. And he had to sell most of everything he owned.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, well, he aided in the investigation of his former agent, Alan Eagleson, who was siphoning his money, And that led to him being convicted of fraud, embezzlement, and racketeering.
The agent?
Yeah. Yeah, So now the NHL waived, the Hall of Fame waived the 3-year waiting period for him, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in '79. I think he was the youngest player inducted at the time at 31.
Wow. Did he ever get his money back?
He got some of it. He didn't get all of it back.
Yeah.
You know. Now the Bruins retired his number the same year as number 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he went on. He coached and he was an agent at some time. But I mean, he's still active in the hockey world, but not as much as he used to be.
Sure. What else you got going on? Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
Legend. The legend.
Yes, he was. Now, the NFL playoffs.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Joe. Let's go.
Now, that Bills-Broncos game, that was topsy-turvy. But, in the end, it came down to 4 turnovers and 3 questionable calls.
Yeah. I mean, Joe, you know how I feel about lazy coaching. You know how I feel.
Yeah.
It always comes back to haunt you. And so my brother was like, well, what do you mean? I said, you can't have a player like Josh Allen and not give him tools. He cannot, your quarterback can't be your main talent. You have to surround him with talent to win a championship. Yeah. You can get away with it in the regular season. You may even get away with it at a certain point in the playoffs. But the playoffs are a different type of season.
Yeah, that's
people are playing, the intensity is different. And it came back to haunt him. I love Buffalo's running back, but he's a small guy. And the defense on Denver, you could tell. They were sitting like, you run this ball, bro, you're going to pay the price. You're going to get your yards now, but you're going to pay the price.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
That interception that McMillan, he wrestled the ball away from Cooks. You think that was an interception? Cooks was on the ground.
I don't remember that. I have to go and look at that. But it's a simple call. I don't know how anybody, Joe, misses any calls. You got tape.
I know.
Tape don't lie. If he's on the ground and I got super slow-mo, I got 4X, 2,000 billion pixels. I mean, either he is or he isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was on the ground and they ruled it an interception because he wrestled the ball from him.
No, I don't. That. You know what that makes me think of, Joe? That makes me think about some of those calls they make when a receiver catches the ball and it's not. They don't feel he has full control because it may move a little bit. I'm moving through space. And I may be getting hit by somebody trying to take my head off.
Yeah. So, somebody said that they were making up for that non-call when Peyton was coaching the Saints.
Oh, you cry. Oh, you're cold. You're cold, Joe. You're cold. You're cold.
Now the other 2 calls were those 2 PIs against Tre'Davious White.
Mm-hmm.
That cost them 47 yards. So that's what set up the field goal.
Well, listen, Joe, you gotta I just said it. Playoffs are a different time. You know what I mean? You're going into Maha Stadium. You gotta really kind of factor all of that in. You gotta really factor you ain't gonna get no calls. The only call you're gonna get is just like the old adage. The only way you take the championship boxing belt from the champ, you gotta knock him out.
Yep.
You have to clearly and convincingly beat him.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to give you nothing. And so, I feel bad, but I got, you know who I really feel bad for?
Ooh.
Bo Nix.
Yeah. That was a costly win for them.
Very costly because I literally have to go back now, Joe, and watch this game all over again because I don't remember seeing how he got hurt.
Nobody did. They say it was 3 plays before the kickoff, before the field goal kick.
So I'm like, where did he get hit? I don't remember him getting carted off or limping off or nothing said.
Well,
how did he break his foot?
Well, sometimes that adrenaline gets pumping and you don't even realize it. Bernie Kosar played the whole game on a broken ankle.
It's true. You're right. You're right. But it was
So
weird. I was like, he broke his ankle in the
yeah,
game? When?
yeah.
So I really feel bad for him. I
Now
really feel bad for him.
now we was talking about the Pats and the Texans.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Now, I mean, the defense for the Pats stepped up, which nobody really talked about. You know,
Well, they got overshadowed. And again, I think that gave them, you know, some
yeah,
because the
yeah,
Texans are who they are.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, they play. And Vrabel, I got to tell you, Vrabel's a great coach. He's a player's coach.
Yes, he is.
He's a player's coach. And them boys was playing some D
Yes,
on the
they
Texans.
were. Yes, they were. Yeah,
That's why, yeah.
but Stroud was intercepted 4 times.
Yeah,
you know.
listen, even without those, his passing accuracy is terrible.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah,
he was really making his receivers work to catch that ball. You know,
yeah,
I come from the Bill Walsh era. Like you see the
yes,
two numbers, put the head
hmm
of the ball right there, right in the
yeah,
middle. And
yeah,
I tell my receivers, you don't catch with your body, you catch with your hands.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
catch with your body, you catch with your. You see what Diggs did? You see what
Mhm,
Boutte did?
mhm, mhm.
Hands, hands. That's how you catch a football. Hands.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, I said it. I hope Jerry Judy heard. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress.
well, uh, now, so the Pats are going to face Denver, and they're going to go up against Jarrett Stidham. So he's
You
going to
know,
be the quarterback.
again, Jared really don't have to do anything but manage. He don't have to be a superstar. He's been around.
hmm Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He's not a bad quarterback. So, you know, I expect him to do his job. If he does his job and everybody does their job, they can win.
Well, what did Belichick always used to say? Do your job.
Do your job. It really boils down to that.
You know. Now, the Niners and Seahawks. I mean, the Niners were just doomed from the kickoff.
Man, listen, I feel so bad for the Niners.
But we
But
talked about that patchwork defense, and Seattle exploited it.
man, Seattle was they came in eating. They didn't even
hmm
wait. They just said we taking this.
Yeah.
We just taking it. So it is what it is. See ya.
I mean, that defense gave up 160 yards rushing. You know.
It wasn't playing, bro.
Yeah.
Seattle. I think their running back number 9 had what 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns.
There was 3 rushing touchdowns, and Darnold threw one.
Yeah, he's
TD
not.
pass.
They wasn't playing, bro. They haven't been playing with nobody all season. They come in there and punch you in your mouth.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
come in there and punch you in the mouth. So I think they got what L.A.
Yeah. Yeah. They beat the Bears. They pulled it out. That was a back and forth game too. But the Rams defense came up big in OT with that interception.
Well, you're right. I think the Rams' defense came up big the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
That front refused to bend. They refused. They were like, "You run the ball if you want to, but it ain't gonna work."
And it didn't.
And it didn't. And I'm like, okay, you tried this the first quarter. Okay, they haven't softened up any bit in the second quarter. Okay, you're trying this in the third quarter and you're running out of time. You need to put some points up. And it's like this OC just had it in his mind. We're going to run off tackle to the left. We're going to run off tackle to the right. And any player will tell you, if you watch enough tape, you know the set. You literally can feel what they just punched him in the mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, you got 3 all-world tight ends. Slide one out to the outside and get some easy scores here. You're down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These are the things, bro. These are the things, Joe, that drive me bananas.
Well, the Rams are going to have to face Seattle in that 12.
Yeah, The only way, I don't even know who's they're gonna have to have an air attack.
Mm.
But you know what? They got Stafford. Stafford can throw that ball.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're going to have youth against experience with Darnold and Stafford.
Yeah, if that defense on the Rams can come back stout like that, and Stafford could put up Air Coryell like he out there swinging it, they can win.
Mm?
But it's gonna be a war.
Yes, it is. I mean, I'm leaning towards the Seahawks on this one, only because they're home and because of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's tough to beat.
yeah.
But if anybody could do it, they could.
You know,
They have a chance to do it.
right? Yeah, yeah.
They have a chance.
They always have a fighting chance.
Well, I know what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is they have a chance, but everything's got to go right. Because if they shut down, if they just are aggressive on their receivers, physically, the corners and the safeties, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
If that offense of Seattle gets going, even if they get going late in the third into the fourth, if they can keep LA out at the end zone,
yeah. Well, that front four had Brock Purdy running for his life.
yeah, listen, man, them guys, they're not playing in Seattle.
No,
They're not playing. I thought that was the Legend of Doom. They done came back.
the Legion of Boom. Yeah,
Legion
yeah,
of Boom.
yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now the Pats and the Broncos, that's going to be interesting too. You
How
know,
you say?
well, like I said, the Broncos they're going to be playing with a backup quarterback,
And they
and
home.
yeah, they're home, and but the Pats are no slouch. They've shown that.
Pats can shut up. It may actually come down to who out coaches who,
Yeah, yeah,
right? If
yeah.
if it may really come down to that.
But these are both
And
well grizzled coaches, both of them.
they are. It really may become that and a force of wills. That's what it is really in the playoffs. It ain't about tricks. It's either I'm going to move this man or this man's going to move me.
Right.
It
Yeah.
really is. It's violent, very violent.
Yeah.
And
So
if you ain't up for it, you ain't gonna make it.
I mean, I'm gonna give the Pats and Broncos. I'm gonna say that's a toss up right now for me.
You're gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to the Broncos because they're home, so
Right.
they're
Yeah.
comfortable,
Mm.
and they can do it. I mean, but it's gonna be a war. It
Yeah.
again is gonna be a slugfest. It's gonna be somebody's gonna have to play 4 quarters of football. They're gonna
Hmm.
have to keep it close. If they let anybody run away, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one thing though, like Mike Vrabel, I think the reason he's so successful is because he's not from the Belichick tree.
That's two tonight, Joe. That's cold, brother. That's cold.
But it's true because every coach from the Belichick tree has not been successful.
Boy, you're just cold today. You're just cold. Just unmerciful, Joe. Just unmerciful. He is technically though, because he played for him.
He played for him, but he wasn't from the coaching tree.
You're cold, Joe. That's all. I'm leaving that alone. I'm leaving that alone. You just cold.
No. But anyway, I'm going to switch gears for a minute and talk about the NBA because the Knicks,
Yeah.
they're just on a downward spiral.
Yeah.
I mean, the last I checked, they were losing to the Mavericks by 23 points.
Mhm.
So I mean, the last time they'd lost 8 of 10 since beating the Pelicans.
Yeah, Joe. I don't know why you're surprised.
I mean, it's I don't know.
I think that, you know what the silver lining is.
Mm,
I hope they're getting a lot of those guys to play.
well, Brunson's back. He was coming off of that ankle injury. I don't know about Josh Hart. He had an ankle injury also.
Oh, well, I think it's good. If you're gonna have this struggle, I'd rather have you have it now. and find out who can play and who can't play.
True, very true.
You better find out now.
But the turnovers have been killing them. They committed 17 in the Suns game.
You gotta find out who's coming to play. Got to get people off the bench in the game and develop them. You gotta play.
Yeah.
You gotta play because I may need you. Now, see, that's not a good sign. So Hart and Brunson technically are hurt. So what do you think that's going to mean for the remainder of the season? They got to kind of figure out a way to either lighten the load or they're going to be limping into the playoffs if they make it.
Well, they just lost their fourth in a row to the Mavs, 114-97. So
again, my theory to all of this sports stuff is all you need to do is win enough games to get into playoffs.
Well, going into tonight, they were a half game up on Toronto. So
that's the only thing matters, Joe. Because what matters? Did you get to the playoffs and how close you can get to making a run, right?
Yeah.
Because you have so many teams who have great regular seasons and they get bumped or they don't make it.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
It doesn't really matter in the long haul if you're after championships.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see because they still got that obstacle in Detroit.
Man, and see, Joe, you bring up a big point there. Now the key is how Detroit moves, right? How they handle injuries if they have any, right? And do they catch their how do they move into the playoffs? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because things can happen between now and then. They can be strong right now. They get a couple injuries, God forbid, or chemistry gets messed up, God forbid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot can happen.
So sometimes it's a lot of rhythm, energy, and vibration, brother. You know what I mean? Momentum. So it depends.
Well, we'll see. But now, Ja Morant, he returned to the lineup after missing 6 games, with a calf injury, and he put up 24. Now, his name has been coming up in trade talks.
Yeah, he need to get out of there.
But I mean, he's downplaying it. He's saying all the right things. He wants to stay in Memphis. So now he's on the third of a 5-year deal worth $197.2 million. So it's going to be interesting to see, if they can move that contract.
Well, there's always the bottom, who's on the bottom. They got them, they got to do something with LaMelo too. I think that if I was a franchise, I'd try to see if Lonzo is back, and I could put him back at the point and put them two together. Right?
Yeah.
And put them two together with three real players. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a legit problem. Them two brothers together with 3, oh yeah, we can make a run.
Yeah, and if Morant can stay out of the headlines.
I don't know if Morant is mature to be the third wheel if you bring the 2 Brawl brothers and him. Because I don't know. Well, see, LaMelo has an outside shot, right? Lonzo don't really care about shooting. I mean, about points. He'll feed you to death. He has that ability, right? So Ja is not that big to play the 3. It depends. It could work, but I know I'd be trying to get the 2 Ball brothers. That's who I'd be trying to get because I got a ball handler and I got a guy LaMelo can shoot. He can do it all. Now I just need 3 dogs that can, and a system and a coach that can make it work.
Yeah.
Ja Morant has to go somewhere unique.
Yeah,
he has to go somewhere unique. As crazy as he has to go somewhere unique.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because actually, what you said may be just the truth. He may just need to stay in Memphis.
Yeah, maybe. You know. So.
Yeah, bro, leave the gut, leave all the foolishness alone, bro. Just stay in Memphis, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to stop right there.
Come on, Joe. Every
Eh?
time it gets hot, come on already.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I gotta do a shout out to our family in Indonesia in the house,
Mm.
Bangladesh, Lithuania, and last but not least, our people in Ukraine.
Yes.
We
Yes.
appreciate you. I don't know how you connect in Ukraine, but we appreciate you listening with everything going on in Ukraine. We appreciate you now.
Yes,
Wanna let you
we
know.
do.
We
Yes,
appreciate
we do. Maybe we're a welcome distraction.
I hope so, whatever we can do, because that's not a joke over there.
No, no, no.
That's not a joke. So yeah, man. Listen, well, man, it's so exciting. There's so many great things happening. Getting ready to jump off on Smarter Fan podcast, the Smarter Fan Vault auction show. Folks, you're getting ready to see some stuff. You're getting ready to see some amazing stuff. So stay tuned. And as we always say on Smarter Fan, Joe,
Stay in the game.
stay in the game. Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
All right.
family.
Good
See
night,
you
all.
next week. See you next week. Hey, Smarter Fan family. We've got a new sponsor to the show called Publisher in the Box. Simply, they're able to take a new author, an existing author, and create residual income from not only creating your book, but providing a conversational podcast, providing a e-learning course from your book. And with all those marketing tools, that's going to bring you more speaking engagements. So our new sponsor is Publisher in the Box. Get that book done. 2026 is really, really around the corner. It's time to get that book done. And I've seen the product. They produce some of my books. It is amazing. So I'm not just telling you as, the platform of Smarterfan, but I'm telling you as a customer, a publisher in the box myself. And I've got 5 books on Amazon. So call now. 914-330-2738. That's 914-330-2738. Be blessed.
Get that book written. Contact Publishers in a Box at the mseries.com. That's THEMSERIES.com. Smarterfan. Ugh.